What's going on, world? It's your boy, Kuya. This is the NRW. Nerds rule the world, back again to give you another dose of entertainment for the week. And joining me, slightly sick. She was starting to feel something. I don't know if we said that, if you were feeling something last week, Heather, or not.
Well, yeah, we talked about it. We already talked about it.
She's now in the midst of it. And so I'm sending her all my love. And all y'all, please send the vibes through the internets so she can heal up. And but she came off her sick bed to join me, so I can't thank her enough, or else I would have been doing this alone. Heather, all the positive vibes.
Thank you.
So
go play with cows in the Highlands. It's okay. Just remember to wash your hands before you do anything else.
Yes, but have you started posting all the cool pics? I don't know if
I haven't yet. I have to have the energy to do it, and so just follow me on Instagram. You'll see it. They'll be there. There'll be pictures of cows and gravestones and all the fun stuff. So
all right, well, let's get you back into bed. But before we send you off to bed, I'm going to talk about what we do. What we do every week. We talk about stuff, so it's something you can watch while you're getting healthy for us. Okay, Heather. You ready to kick it off? I'm not even going to go into what you've been watching because I know you've been just trying to get
I was hoping we talk about stuff. Let's talk about stuff. Talk about it.
I wanted to get healing, but so what have you watched, I guess, in between the sickness?
Sure. So there are a couple of things. One of them is we are both into ghost hunting shows. I am in the LGBTQIA community, and you are an ally of the gays, of the queers. With that being said, there is Living for the Dead on Hulu, which I have officially now finished. It is literally Ghost Hunters meets Queer Eye. One of the producers of Queer Eye, along with the number one queer in Hollywood right now, Kristen Stewart. They brought this show together. It is narrated by Kristen Stewart. It features 5 ghost hunters, and it's kind of a fun series. It's an interesting series. I do feel that some of it might be a little bit scripted, but I mean, hey, what ghost hunting show isn't? And there was something else that I wanted to mention, and I just completely blanked from it. We saw the killer. Oh crap, killer. The one with when she goes back in time. Show.
Oh, Totally Killer.
Saw that
Prime Video.
Yes. It was pretty fun. It was nice. It was fun to see, just to play on those classic cliches that we all love in horror so much.
It was cool vibes.
And then I did the one thing that probably was a little too much for me at the beginning of the film. Talk to Me. Finally, it is available. It's a little bit cheaper to rent now, so finally got to watch that.
What'd you think?
I was thinking it was going to be a lot more like jump scary at the beginning, especially with that really intense opening.
Yeah.
But it ended up being more of a conversation about depression and social anxieties and addictions and what can happen when you get so lost in yourself. And it became it was a very interesting narrative of what happens when you just completely lose yourself in depression. You don't trust, you don't believe, you don't think, you just do what you can to get a high and move forward. It's a very interesting take on it. And I'm very curious to see, because they've already talked about doing a second one. I feel like you can't replicate that. You can't replicate the full feel of what they gave. Unless you do something like you do like a Halloween or a Nightmare on Elm Street, where you kind of shift the narrative of what it was and you make it something like actually horror. So
I think they'll go more horror with the next one. I completely agree with you. Like, you really took the context deeper, which I agree. But I think it did still present a good horror film in the midst of all of that.
I would say psychological thriller. Yeah. I would remove it from the full horror category and do a psychological thriller. After that first scene, I would say it went to psychological thriller. I really do think so.
I give it a little bit of both. I can still put it in both.
We can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah, it's a great. I really enjoyed it. I think, and in my conversation, I don't know if you had a chance to check out my interview with them, with the Filippo brothers, and they were going crazy. And and we're getting a part 2. Talk to Me too. So yeah, I'm curious, like you were saying, how they're going to go with the story, because it is perfect, just by itself. But now that they're kind of making it into a franchise, that'll be interesting. But okay,
What about you? What have you been watching?
Man, well, the ones we can talk about, right, Heather? As always. Watched my Niners lose on Monday Night Football. That wasn't too cool. 2 losses in a row, not cool.
Glenn, this is why you need to be here, sir. You need to. I don't understand this language.
Sports ball. The sports ball. Yeah.
Sports ball. Right? I don't understand.
Wrestling. A little bit of wrestling. I know you like some wrestling, Heather.
There's some drama in wrestling lately.
There's
some big drama in wrestling.
But there's some cool stuff going on. I'm curious how things are going to go out there. Trying to think shows that I can talk about. That's the problem.
There's one big one that neither of us can talk about yet, and
oh, you know what? There is one thing that I was part of a press conference today, and because you brought up, I'm super ally, LGBTQIA. There's a great new show coming to Showtime called Fellow Travelers. Robbie Rogers, who's married to Greg Berlanti. He's one of the producers on it. I was in a part of a press conference, part of my CCA. We had like all of the showrunners on board. Matt Bomer's the star on it.
I saw this. I'm really excited. I love Matt Bomer.
Set in DC.
What is it? White Collar is one of my favorite USA shows. So I'm so sad that they did not properly finish that series.
Yeah, but yeah, Matt Bomer's amazing in this. About 2 men during the McCarthy era who are in love, but the politics of the time, and it kind of follows throughout a couple of time periods. Great show. And talking to the showrunners was really cool. But y'all, to my peoples, my LGBTQIA community, great new show for y'all and for everybody. Again, I really enjoyed it. Great little romantic story coming to Showtime. I think it's like 9 episodes, but drops October 29th, very soon, as of this week. So go check it out. Good stuff. Ready to get to my picks though this week?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's a definite pick too. Because you know what? That actually falls.
Shout out. So, it's Monday, isn't it? No, that's Tuesday.
No, that's Sunday.
Okay.
We're generally, you know what? It would be in our picks, but generally we try to cover the Thursday, Friday, Wednesday releases with our picks. So add that as another pick, y'all. Fellow Travelers on Showtime. It's gonna be good stuff. I had fun watching up the first couple of episodes. All right, Heather. I'm actually going to start off with another honorable mention as well, because it's dropping this week, and I'm going to have some interviews tied to this one. This one's coming into the CW. Heather, it's called Everyone Else Burns. I'm curious what you're going to think about this one, especially. I'm looking forward to the conversation that I'll be having because there'll be an interview tied to this. But you ready to check out the trailer for Everyone Else Burns premiering this week?
Sure, do it.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Your teacher sent me your report.
Where did we go wrong?
Most parents would be pleased that their daughter's doing so well in school.
Most parents will be dead forever.
Would you like to talk about God?
Get lost! Oh, wow. Well, one sec.
Women will be fulfilled by making the home their work.
And have you personally found that?
No. But I've only been doing it 17 years.
My son idolizes me.
He's drawing you in an acid bath.
Sorry.
Dad got me up at 4 a.m. to do apocalypse practice.
I'm not going to ask what that is.
This is my Tupperware of sin.
Is the porn hidden under the raisin packets?
I coveted the women in these pictures.
They're not naked, David.
She might as well be naked with that coquettish smile.
Uh-oh.
I have a question on behalf of my daughter.
Dad, you want to talk about God?
Mm-hmm. Boys. Gross.
Andrew, hello.
Are you drunk?
No. I'll go wherever you take me, Andrew.
You ruined everything!
Am I in some kind of jacuzzi?
What have you got there, Dad?
A raisin packet, which I'm enjoying for the fruit it contains.
Right.
All right, coming to the CW, Heather. Everyone Else Burns, a comedy about hyper religious people and this crazy family in there. What do you think?
Well, we all know I've never stood on a soapbox before for this.
Oh my gosh, what are you talking about? Yeah, you don't do that.
And so my opinion of evangelical religion has never gotten me anywhere on this channel. But I'm sure it'll be funny. It looks funny. I did see the trailer for this. A sneak. I saw like a shortened one on TikTok. So this is the first time I saw the full one. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. When CW, I'm always kind of, it's the same with Freeform. When it's the teenage first chance, it's kind of become like this teenage heavy, like teenage drama series channels. And sometimes it can be kind of hard to just get into that. You feel a little bit old at times and you're like, I don't know if I should be watching this.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be fun, and it looks like one of those that will have a little bit of a wider audience. And I cannot wait to hear all of the tears, to see all the tears. There's going to be so much salt just dripping out of that episode. It's going to be great. Out of that series, it's going to be great.
Same. That's why I can't wait. And I'm looking forward to, as of this recording, I'll be talking to the showrunners tomorrow. And I can't wait to have that interview and just, get all the blasphemy and just I love it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great conversation. Everyone Else Burns, y'all, coming to CW this week. Ready for my next pick, Heather?
Sure.
All right, we got Emily Blunt, Chris Evans coming to Netflix with Pain Hustlers.
Dr. Bond, cast the first stone, if you will. But this is my story. And I did it for the right reasons. Is that even legal?
67 and a 65.
Get the suits off! You can hire the sex toy if I can hire my mom.
You'll regret it.
So will you.
All right, bit of a tease there.
Yeah.
Not giving us everything, but
give us very little. I'm completely confused at what this movie is going to be about.
All right, I can read you the log line real quick. Dreaming of a better life for her and her young daughter, Liza, played by Emily Blunt, lands a job from Pete, played by Chris Evans, at a failing pharma startup where Liza's charm, drive, and guts catapult her into the high life and the company into the center of a criminal conspiracy with dire consequences. That still is kind of wild and weird right there, but some shenanigans.
They didn't give you much right there.
Yeah.
So
shenanigans, Heather. That's what we can expect. What do you think about that? I'm a fan of Chris Evans. He's our Captain America. He's America's ass. And then of course Emily Blunt. She's great as well. I'll check it out because of them too.
The unfortunate truth about Hollywood is that, about film in general, is you see movies half because of the names. It's unfortunate, but it's true.
Yeah.
So I will probably do the same. I will watch it because there are people that I like, even though with a history past in film. So
yeah,
what can you do?
It's grabbing me because of the names, but I'm like, no, if I don't like really get into it after the first 30 minutes, I'm probably going to turn it off and go to something.
I know it sounds weird, but I'm good. Chris Evans, his movies since Endgame, I actually haven't been a huge fan. I know he's only been like in 2, but I haven't been a real big fan. All of his movies, either prior to MCU or while he was in the MCU, were so much fun. They were really goofy. They were really silly. But I don't know. The last couple movies he's done have been like, eh.
That's why I'm turning it off. Straight up. Yeah. I don't know. Like, he's good as our Cap, but like these, I can't get into him. I don't know.
He's good. He's good in physically comedic roles too.
Yeah.
I love him in comedy. I love him in I'm
not another teen movie.
Comedy.
Classic.
Yeah, absolutely. But sorry, my cat is like eating my lunch chicken. So it's just but I'll try it. I will. Yeah. I am willing to try anything.
All right. Same.
Take
All
that.
right.
Take that comment as you will.
Yes. All right. Let's head over to Warner Brothers. And you and I come from comics. We love our comics. Justice League Warworld is coming out. You ready to check this out?
Oh, finally. They've been talking about this for like 3 years.
All right, here we go. Bloody violence.
It's all Warworld is.
Something isn't right.
I don't know what's going on.
I need...
To find a way back.
Yes. But to where?
What can you tell us about this wizard? I could take you to his castle. Beyond that, you're the ones intent on dying. Run. Run!
She's an angel. Come to save us all.
Never seen anyone fight like that. You're a wonder.
No.
We have to kill them before they kill us. It's the only way to stop their invasion. Kent, you said you wanted to prove yourself. This is the time.
Evil is as unstoppable as the rain. I am your death. That's why we fight for those that can't.
Oh my gosh, it's Warlord!
Man, no.
I know.
This will always be there. That stands
to have Warlord comics. Mike Grell. Shout out to Mike Grell.
Where on Earth are we? Not Earth. Warworld.
All right, Heather, finally out. As you said, it took a couple years to get to us. What do you think of this one? And us finally getting it now.
DC animation is kind of a shot in the dark. This 50-50 shot will be really good. This 50-50 shot will be pretty mediocre. I will say that I am not super excited that they have changed the art in the main DC animated U again. If they're going to keep it, keep it. If you want to change it, don't fluctuate it. Just switch over. This is like the third or fourth type of art that I've seen in like the last 2 years. It looks interesting. Warworld is the comic. I mean, the comics can be 50-50 to be fair with the Warworld comics. But an Elseworld story is always fun. I love a good Elseworlds animated series. So.
Yeah, I'm with you on the art. Like this one of all the, I know they've been making some changes and all that, but this one I'm like feels like an Archer episode.
Yeah, it's weird.
And yeah, it just threw me off. And they've always delivered on. If there's one thing DC has done right in their films, is their animation has been dope. And this one was like very sub-tier compared to the previous projects. I'm like, damn, not too good at this one. But no, because I'm a nerd, comics nerd, like I'm gonna watch it, But am I buy the Blu-ray? Nah, I'll wait till it probably hits Max and check it out there.
Yeah, once it hits Max, we'll allow it to be part of the subscription. So
yeah, I'm not copping it there. Max is straight up. Yeah, animation just straight up. I got thrown off on the animation. I'm like, oh my god. But anyway, not that it was bad, but it wasn't great. It's not what I expect from DC animation in their films. So anyway, top pick this week, Heather. I know you're a little bit of a gamer, and I'm an occasional gamer.
Try to be.
Yeah.
Pretend.
But adapting, and from what I see, the fans are loving it. We actually had an interview done, and they sent it over, and we put it on the channel with the director, Emma Tammy. Go check out our interview, y'all, with director Emma Tammy. I'm talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Ready to check it out, Heather? Top pick this week.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Hi, this is Mike. I was just calling to see if that job that you offered was still available.
Yes. The security guard.
I will take anything.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids. They shut it down years ago. The owner's just not ready to let it go yet.
Wonder why.
I understand.
Give me your hand.
All you have to do is keep your eyes on the monitor.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's, where fantasy and fun come to life.
Okay.
You must be new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Them. In the 80s, kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's top to bottom.
Hello?
They never found them. That's why the place shut down.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots. Thanks for the heads up.
Technically, they're animatronics.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Abby! Tell me how to stop them.
It's too late.
Robbie, go!
Where to? Why do I always get the weirdos?
All right, Heather. Five Nights at Freddy's. Are you excited for this one?
I actually am. I am not. I'm not a big fan of the game. Not to hate on it at all. It's just not my thing. You do you, especially if you are an 8-year-old boy for some reason. But I am actually really, really excited for this movie. Blumhouse, they do great stuff, both small and big. They do some great work, and I'm actually pretty upset that I won't be able to see things with you this week. That's another thing that I'll just never be able to forgive you for. But I'm actually pretty excited about this. My husband, even when I told him that I wasn't going to be able to go see the screener, he was just like, he got upset. Like, it looks good. This looks good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I never played the game. I think my daughter played it. She played the game quite a bit. So I'm not familiar with the game, I don't know like the whole storyline or everything, but I'm aware of it. But this looks dope. I've been to plenty of Chuck E. Cheese's, so I think the whole concept is brilliant. I love it. So I'm excited to check it out. This looks cool. And I'll have a full review, y'all, to the channel, and hopefully Heather will forgive me. But full review coming soon. But yeah, it looks cool. We're in spooky season, so excited to check this out and see what it's all about. I'm assuming, because again, I'm completely, devoid of, full knowledge of the material. Are there demon possessed animatronics?
That's what. Yes. I can't remember the exact story. I only played the game and I think it started like level 2 because a friend let me play it. Okay. It was one of those where it's like they're possessed. It's basically a possessed toy concept.
Got it. Okay.
And but it is a really dark and spooky game, and for some reason, like every 8 or 9-year-old boy was playing it, and it's like this it was rated like T, and every single child had played the game, and it's like I don't understand.
Same. And like, yeah, straight up, if we could just real quick on that, just the marketing, like they make kids clothing out of it, like.
But I
don't understand, like under T, like it should be, it should be straight up T, like mature T, but like little ones are like rocking it and all about it. I just don't even understand. Like it's crazy.
Well, so for those of you who are too young to remember what it was like when these animatronics actually looked a lot more like animatronics back in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. My number one fear when I was a kid was people in costume. I don't know about you. Like I had a horrid debilitating fear of clowns, people in costumes, the animatronics used to scare the living crap out of me.
Yeah.
And they looked terrifying. That's kind of the premise of this, is that, you know, there was always this weird creepiness, underlying creepiness to the animatronics. And there was kind of a killer vibe to it. So once again, tell us the exact reason. I literally haven't played this game in like 10 years. Because I think it was like 2012 when it came out, something like that. Okay. And it was fun, but they were not originally marketing it to kids. They weren't. Yeah. But what they did is they found that kids were watching the YouTube videos. They were the #1 audience of the stream videos.
Yeah.
And it's like, where are kids even? I remember I was working I was working at my first store, and a parent walked in after their child, who came running up to me and was just like, "Do you have any Five Nights at Freddy's stuff?" And the parent just looked at me and was like, "I don't even know how they know where that game is. I have no idea how they figured this out." So it wasn't until after, you know what? When you have an audience, money for it, friends. I can't say that it was not originally targeted for it, but they found the audience.
Crazy. Heather, actually, while you were talking real quick, I pulled up on the other screen. We didn't get any interviews with the cast or the crew. Well, obviously the cast, because we're in a SAG-AFTRA strike, pay actors. But, you know, we've been getting an opportunity to speak with the creatives, the crew. For Five Nights at Freddy's, we didn't get any interviews because they weren't doing them, but they sent us pre-recorded interviews. And already right now, they sent me the video. I put the NRW stuff on it. I do interviews all the time, as you know, and I love it. And I wish, instead of having this other person do it, you know, because again, they sent us the footage, we put our stuff on it. The biggest interview we have right now on the channel of recent weeks,
mine. It's still
not
mine.
Yours, but they sent us this footage of an interview that they conducted and gave it to us with Emma Tammy. It has 3,000 views right now, and they gave us the content, which is great. It gave us 3,000 views, but damn it, I just wish it was more in-house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have actually conducted the interview. But yeah, so shout out to all y'all kids watching this right now. Hopefully y'all subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to actually make Five Nights at Freddy's the first part of this show this week. So hopefully that'll make you click on this show for this week, right, Heather?
Absolutely.
Because anything labeled Five Nights at Freddy's, they're watching, Heather.
You know, any way to get kids into horror, go ahead, do it.
So thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all are subscribing. But that's our top pick for the week. So for y'all, subscribe, y'all. And if you subscribe, I'm going to get more Five Nights at Freddy content. I'll reach out to see who else I can talk to that's involved with it. Again, they didn't set it all up, but I'm going to work on that now, because y'all want that content. I'll give it to you. But those are the picks, Heather. We have Everyone Else Burns coming to CW, Pain Hustlers coming to Netflix, Justice League Warworld coming to home release, and we have Five Nights at Freddy's in theaters, as well as Peacock. Is it doing the same time? Is it simultaneous? Or is it
so what I noticed, I think, because I think they did this with Talk to Me Too, even though that was A24, not Blumhouse. But what I've noticed is that they're not doing simultaneous. It's like a 2-week delay, because they did that for something else with Amazon Prime too, where we got it in theaters for like 2 weeks, and then like after that, during that second week, it hit Amazon Prime. Air was one of them, I think, that did that. But
I just did a quick search, Heather. I think they're changing it up now, because Five Nights at Freddy's is scheduled to be released simultaneously in theaters and on Peacock on October 27th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not complaining. Make films accessible. Make films accessible. Are they great to see with an audience? Are they great to hear that surround sound?
And that's what I think with this
Absolutely.
one. You want to, with a horror film like this, you want it in a theater. I know I enjoy it more in a theater. Yeah,
absolutely. But then you have scaredy cats like me that do much better in a small setting, and I would rather see it with a small group of people who like to make fun of me than I would interrupting people by walking in front of them. So, but it's one of those where it's make films more accessible. Give us that stream. We're already paying the subscription, or we are willing to pay directly. Don't kill movie theaters. We got it. Don't worry. Taylor Swift has the movie theaters right now. It's fine. But make it more accessible. Let's do it. That sounds awesome.
All right, y'all. There we go. Those are the picks. Where am I at on this one, Heather? Up, down, left, right, side?
I'm going to give like 3/4 just because we really don't know much about that Netflix movie. And
but we do have fireworks.
We do have fireworks. I still don't know how that. I still don't even know.
It's an update because I've actually had other Zoom conversations, and that's been popping off on other people's Zooms. So I must not have done my latest update, and you did.
I did, I guess.
Yeah.
But just because I'm with any DC animated universe movie, I'm kind of 50-50. So I'm going to give the 3/4 just because there's 2 in there that I'm just not sure about, but the other 2 make up for most of it. So
yeah, I'm with you on that. Thinking about my picks, Everyone Else Burns, yes. Five Nights, yes. Justice League and Pain, it brings it, yeah.
That's fine.
All right, Heather, how can people reach out to you to send you well wishes and positive vibes?
Yeah. Get yourself vaccinated, do all the things, and then follow me at Nerd is a Heather on Twitter. I'm not calling it that stupid other thing. And at Heather is a Nerd on Instagram and TikTok and Blue Sky. I do promise to have those Scotland photos up. Once again, lots of gravestones and lots of cows. So follow me there.
There you go. I wish I could X out Elon Musk because I prefer Twitter much better. And I'm still going to say Twitter. So follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Hive, Blue Sky, at the Legend Kuya P, and of course here with Heather, Glenn, the Checkpoint Squad, everybody at the NRW and NRW Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. Those are our picks for the week. Let us know if you're checking them out in the comments below. Peace. And balloons. I love it.